Hey, what's up guys? This is Cole with CJC Off-Road. Today we have a build we're super excited to share with you guys. This is a Ram 3500 air ride kit. We've shown you guys a few of these before, but none of them have been single rear wheel. We want to show you guys this truck as this is the perfect example of what these 3500 air ride platforms are capable of. This is a really fun one for us because this build was kind of born through this channel. So this customer, Jose, reached out to us about a year ago and had been watching our YouTube videos and wanted to build a Ram specific for his usage. Jose takes his truck on weekends, takes it camping, tows a trailer with it, but still wanted to be able to do some off-roading, and was going from a, I believe it was a Duramax at the time, and wanted something that was a lot more functional for what he was going to be doing with the truck. So reached out to us, we recommended a Ram 3500. He ended up with this 2020 Ram Mega Cab 3500 factory air ride model and basically wants to throw the works at it. So we're working with Jose now for the past 6 months to a year, something like that, basically planning this build. And the day finally came a couple of weeks ago. And so we put this build together and we're super excited to share it with you guys. So we covered the system before, but not on a single rear wheel truck. And so we wanted to highlight basically that these Carli Ram 3500 air ride systems that are custom tailored for the factory air ride setups can also be put together on single rear wheel trucks. So Jose opted for the full 3500 air ride system, the full leaf spring setup, the fabricated radius arms, a torsion sway bar, low mount steering stabilizer, and even the diff guard. So basically everything Carli offers for this truck. This is a fully loaded build. But what makes the system really special is that it's a no sacrifice setup. So this setup retains full factory weight capacity, improves the ride quality, improves the handling, allows you to take the truck off-road. You gain a whole lot more wheel travel with it, yet you can still use it as a tow rig like it was intended to be. So again, this is super functional for Jose's build. He takes this truck off-road. He's going to be using it, to tow with. A lot of customers come to us and they buy these Ram 3500s. They're like, are you sure this is gonna ride like I intended to? Because these trucks ride that badly stock. Add this system, do all the recommended upgrades to this build, and this is going to be a night and day transformation. So as far as other upgrades on this build, Jose opted for the Intercooler Guard from us. This is a 3500, so we actually have custom Intercooler Guard brackets that are coming out for 3500 applications very shortly. This has our Squadron Laramie conversion on this truck. So you went from the factory LED fog lights to Baja Designs Squadrons. This is a really cool kit that we offer on our website as well, which I have linked to the side. And as far as wheels and tires, this truck ended up with black AEV Salta 17 by 8.5 with 37 by 12.5 by 17 Toyo RTs. Those that start researching their builds will notice these tires are D-rated. Keep in mind, these particular tires have a 3,525 pound weight rating per tire, which is actually pretty on par with what the factory tires have. So, while it says D rating, as long as you're not afraid to adjust air pressures, things like that, we typically recommend not being shy of the D rating because this is a very functional tire for this build setup. And then with the AEV wheels that Jose opted to run on this truck, believe it or not, this truck required no trimming to make work. So again, picking the right parts goes a long way toward making for a really simple build process. And then we understand that, as you go to plan your build, you may have questions how to set up something similar. By all means, feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to help out with that however we can. We've mentioned in several of these videos already how well these air ride kits ride compared to stock, but funny story. So the day after we built this truck, Jose actually stopped by unannounced, kind of out of the blue. And we were like, oh man, you know, like everything okay with the build? He's like, no, I just want to tell you guys just how happy I am with the ride quality, how much of an improvement this was over stock. And he's like, you know, basically super excited because, you know, it's difficult to quantify, right? You buy this brand new truck, it rides, you know, kind of stiff from the factory. You're spending, you know, a lot of money on the Carli setup, right? And so we love to hear stories like this. We love, you know, positive customer feedback. Guys come back and, you know, like Jose, super stoked on the build. And, you know, basically he had a plan, put it all together and got the result he was looking for, right? So this truck rides night and day better than stock, still totally functional as a tow rig. And obviously the looks speak for themselves, as you guys can see in this video. So this truck, as far as the style of builds that we like to put out here at CJC Off-Road, checks all the boxes. So it's a classy look, doesn't look over the top, wheels aren't sticking out way past the fenders, it's super functional. You know, believe it or not, those AEV wheels even use the factory lug nuts, so it's a very stock-ish kind of OEM plus look, and that's exactly what we like to put out here, is, you know, really clean, functional setups that look really nice, but they are classy and very functional as well. So we feel that Jose achieved that with this build. Super happy with how it turned out. And we'll be highlighting a lot more builds like this, you know, soon on this channel. So appreciate you guys watching as always. If you want to see more similar content, feel free to subscribe. And thanks again for watching. Appreciate it.